this one get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Trying to get the corner. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Gill. Breaks into the open. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. Toss sweep to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Power football with the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it. Breaks the tackle. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Hawkeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Williams looking for a man. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on third down. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on for a massive fumble recovery.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I just don't think the receiver finished his route. At the top of the comeback, you've got to really drive back downhill and give your quarterback a safe place to throw it. Receiver wasn't able to do it, and that made it easy on the DB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the wideout. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. It'll be a run on third and short. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, third and one, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front. Nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And the Hawkeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Defense looks like they're coming. Off play action on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
The offense has it first and 10 from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Boston. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 30. It off. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Powers through the defender. Got room at the 35. Racing down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Boston. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. There's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to run it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. No good. That can be really demoralizing, guys. There's something about getting the deficit under 20. They couldn't, and still at 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to the ground. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Williams looking for a man. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
They'll go up top on second and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
The Huskies come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Williams will pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here we go. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Works the middle of the field. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Washington will snap it in the red zone. Williams looking for a man. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Using his legs, it's Bolton. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams will pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Going to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
At the 13-yard line, brings up a 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
The Hawkeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Coleman. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the outside. It's Boston. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
From the gun, give on the inside. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
And that's good enough.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Huskies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gives it on the option. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The give to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
4th down coming up.